Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special episode of Wrestling Prime. I am your host, Tom Dog, and yeah, I was not planning on doing this, uh, doing a show on a Friday night, but apparently, what had happened, there's some stuff going on in the world of the WWE, and we have to talk about it because it regards to uh, next year's WrestleMania. And yeah, this is a really big deal, and um, we have to talk about it. We got to talk about um, we got some stuff to talk about in regards to that. My feelings about it, my reaction, where WrestleMania is going to be next year, and pretty much a prediction of how WrestleMania should be booked because seriously, folks, they need the WWE more more so Triple H. He needs to listen to the fans. He needs to listen to them, and we have to do that. The chat room's open. Um, Come on in, say hi, and everything. Um, so yeah, this is all last minute. So I'm just doing this. Well, we're also gonna have some fun here while we're on here and everything because tomorrow night is Saturday night's main event, and I'll be back on my regular schedule on the YouTube channel to do the review on that. So, so um yeah, I didn't have anything um like graphics or anything like that. So I figured why not do this show now and get this out of the way, and then we can have some fun a little bit later on. So yeah, this is a really big deal. And but before we do that, we got to do the shout outs and not really the shout outs, but the plugs for definitely um more important M&J Video Games and Collectibles. If you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area, and you want to check out this amazing store, do so because in June, WWE Hall of Famer Typhoon Fred Ottman is going to be doing a meet and greet there. So if you happen to be doing any vacation in Southington, Connecticut, he'll be stopping by at M&J Video Games and Collectibles on Father's Day. So yeah, nice little Father's Day gift. Um, and yeah, so yeah, it's going to be really cool, and I'm going to try to get down there as well too, and we're going to enjoy that as well. And so yeah, definitely check that out. And for more information on the event that's coming up, as well as directions on how to get there, check out their website over at mnjvideogames.com. And this episode is also brought to you by Dubby Energy. And what is Dubby Energy? It's an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors, flavors, or dyes, and zero chances of you crashing. So if you don't want to get tapped out and get taken out by the tribal chief, then I strongly suggest that you go to my website or go to the website over at w.gg. Use the promo code BRILL, BRILL, at the checkout and save 10% on your purchase. So yeah. Like I said, I don't have any graphics and everything like that, so because I'm not streaming on StreamYard, so yeah, it's a really difficult time. So yeah. So yeah, check that out. And if you don't want to get laid out, if you don't want to get tapped out or counted out or anything like that, then check out w.gg. Again, the promo code is BRILL, and you'll save 10% on your purchase. So, okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's have a beer. I'm thirsty. So yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty crazy. Um. So hope everybody has a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend. And be safe out there if you're traveling and everything. There's traffic and whatnot, and be safe out there. Definitely be safe. Um, so, um, before we talk to do what we're going to do, let's go to the my faction, and so yeah, I'm going to check that out later. Um, let's see. Sin City triple threat match beat Roman Reigns and CM Punk was Persona card. I think it's a. Oh, yeah, it's a live event. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Objective: Kurt Angle is bald, angry, and pixelated. Defeat him and earn the reward. One-on-one match. And you get the. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Guide Seth back to Sin City. Oh, I don't even have that. I don't even think I have that card. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't have that card. So, that sucks. I won't be able to get that anyway. So, but what I can do is I can open up a demastered pack. So, yeah, I managed to get that. So I didn't have enough to get the I didn't have enough to get this sinister pack. So yeah. so so we're just gonna go ahead and open up this pack, and so yeah. So okay. Okay, Jaquan Wild. That's a bronze. X-Pac Manager Gold card. Nice. Um, cool little design there. Um, Super Showdown logo. And a side plate. Okay. So. All right. So. Okay. So yeah, that sucks. um. So. So yeah. As as word got out, um, yesterday, um, um, it was announced that WrestleMania is going. Next year's WrestleMania is not going to be going to uh, um is not going to be heading to um New Orleans as scheduled. What's going on is that it's going to be it's actually going to be going to um it's rumored that it's I guess it has been confirmed that it's going to be in Las Vegas again. Um this information has been brought up because excuse me. Um nice. Um it has been brought up it has been brought up because I guess there was some I guess um I really don't, to be honest with you, I really don't know the whole story. I really don't know the whole story on as to why it's going to be um in Vegas, or not going to be in and it you know you know it I don't I guess because from a business standpoint, I think it make I understand, but yeah, I know I didn't take the I didn't take the
Y'all know what time it is. This the part where we crank it up. Let's crank it up. Now here we go. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up?
okay.
What's up? You can get with this or you can get with that. You better get with this, cause this is where it's at. What's up?
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
What's up?
Doing an a cappella version of his entrance theme. I think that's really cool.
I make him disappear like your favorite magician, and I ride it till the wheel fall off. I bounce back to back till their necks get soft. Most of the time you see me, I'm being simple. Then many times I'll be busting them up like a pimple, stating my claim to fame to be one of the baddest young brothers step foot in this game, and I haven't even started yet. You can better believe I take it off the show shot bet. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, that was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty cool. I know I got to get the new John Cena entrance. I know. He doesn't, he just walks. He does a generic walk. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what they were saying. So yeah, at the referee. So yeah, I really don't know why, you know, why the sudden change. I mean, but it is early, so with them going, with them, changing venues at the, now instead of at the last minute. I think that was, you know, was good on them. But as a business standpoint, I get it. I do get it. But at the same time, but as as a fan, I'm just a little confused on as to why they're doing this, and we're not getting any we're not really getting any explanations. I think it has something to do with TKO. Some are speculating that TKO got involved, and the Rock, since he technically owns is calling the shots and everything like that. It's but from what from what I do understand is that the WWE was paid $5 million for WrestleMania 41, and for Vegas to be hosting WrestleMania. So, and the money was there, and everything, and it brought a lot of fans from all over and everything, and it was pretty good. But all right, that was a quick one. So yeah. Lackluster. So the computer is going with John Cena on this one, but yeah, it's very interesting. It is very interesting to see what's going on there, and the WWE. I mean, but here's an interesting concept. Here's an interesting concept because at next year's Money in the Bank, it's going to be in August. Now, SummerSlam is in August. And so August is going to be hosting two PLEs. I mean, three if you count the two-night event at SummerSlam. But hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, it just doesn't really make any sense and everything. So unless they're gonna push SummerSlam on in July, that's the only thing that I can think of that they can do. So yeah, I really don't know what's going on. I really don't. And but next year, um, the Money in the Bank is going to be at New Orleans, and I hope they stick with that, and this way it'll be profitable. And not saying that WrestleMania is going to be going to go. They did say that WrestleMania is going to be in in New Orleans in the near future. But I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, I don't know what happened. I hope we get some sort of closure this weekend on what it is. And I have to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, I don't know. My allergies have been acting up because the weather has been really stupid over here. So yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I don't really know what's going on, and we need that closure. We definitely do. We need that closure. We need to find out what the hell's going on, and what's the real reason behind this sudden change, and knew that. Now, having said that, I have some concerns as a wrestling fan. Now, like I said, I think I talked about this a long time ago that one of my favorite passions is one of my fun things to do is you know I mean I know I should have made this into a profession, but marketing is one of the things that I like doing. And and from a business perspective, I do understand why they did the change. So because um, from what I'm gathering, and this is coming from a business perspective, is that and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it does happen from time to time that that if you are a promoter, it doesn't matter what type of sporting event you're hosting. It doesn't matter if it's um, baseball or basketball or the Olympics. Um, any sort of sporting event. Hell, even wrestling, they do that all. It's not. It's a rare occurrence that it does happen, but in situations like this, it does happen where the more money is being talked, the promotion is going to answer. So I guess you know with Vegas shelling out over $5 million at WrestleMania 41, I think they had enough because of with the tourists and bringing families along because you know Vegas is considered more, more of as a Sin City type of venue. It's more adult oriented. There are places where you can bring your families, but it's limited at best. So with the WWE, you can take you can take your family there, you can take your kids and everything, and you don't have to worry about hitting the slots or anything like that because you're not there to gamble. You're here to and and I'm pretty sure that betting on the matches at WrestleMania was another thing that happened because it happened it happened once before and at WrestleMania 9. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did bet on some of the matches. So yeah, but as far as hold on a second. Oh Jesus. Okay. I was wondering why I was seeing a screen on or something. I guess something moved. Anywho, sorry about that distraction. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things that does happen, and so yeah, money. More money was probably involved, and they they answered the call and saying, you know what, we were offered more money elsewhere, so yeah. So I think that's what happened. Some people were talking that maybe it's going to go, it could go internationally at one point, maybe, but now is not the time. Um, like I said, um, there are, not saying that a lot of these international venues have been profitable. I mean, we've seen what Toronto can do. We've seen what Paris can do. We've seen what Scotland can do, and certainly India, Saudi Arabia. I mean, we've seen some good stuff like that, and with Crown Jewel and everything like that, and yeah, so yeah, it is very profitable in a lot of these international tours. So um so yeah, if the money is right, if the price is right, there you go. They're gonna go change the venue if they have to. So it's good that they changed it now instead of later because from a business perspective, you kind of want to go where the money is talking. So yeah, it happens, and this isn't the first time it happened. This isn't the first time it happened. Back at WrestleMania 7, they had to change venues, but a sporting event, but in this situation though, with a sporting event happened, and they had to change venues because of it. So it was more last minute and everything. So yeah. Um. So yeah, it's still early, and I mean, so yeah, it is kind of a shame that it's not going to be in New Orleans next year, but at least I understand why. So from a business perspective, um, so I'm kind of like a mixed reaction. Um, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are feeling the same way because I mean, it is kind of strange that about what happened, and we need some sort of closure. So I'm sure there's going to be a press conference. I think there might be a press conference about it tomorrow at after Saturday night's main event. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get some sort of closure by then too. And I think that answers question there's a lot of questions that need answering. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So um, and I'm gonna hear, you know, if there's going to be a press conference about it, I'm going to hear it. And tomorrow night on the Saturday night's main event review episode, I'm going to be I'll be talking about that as well too. So um so what should what should next year's WrestleMania, how should it be booked? A lot better than what they a lot better than um what how it was, because let's face it, you know, no disrespect for Jay Uso, I think that his match should have been second to the last match on night one. You know, maybe have like a double main event, so that this way here, you get you get the title change and everything like that, and you can call it a night. Um, but excuse me. Um, so with that being said, what how should like I said, if you're gonna book a title match on night one, it could either be the last match of the night of night one, or second to the last match of night one, depending on the situation. So yeah, you know, like I said, nothing against Jay Uso. Um, he's I'm glad he won the championship. It was a really good match. Um, a lot a lot better than what I expected, and yeah, so it was a really good opener. I just kind of wish that it was a second to the last match, in my opinion. Um, so um, yeah. Um, Number two. So yeah, it's no order. Another thing I want to see. Um, no particular order, by the way. And what I would like to see is Logan Paul not in the title picture. He, he's taken away. He's taken away. I'm still upset that he's going to be facing Jey Uso tomorrow night, and he, you know, and I know there's going to, I'm going to get a lot of heat for saying this, but I don't care. Logan Paul has no business being in there, because he hasn't proven himself to be a workhorse in the business. He's only been there for a few years, and he's never really made any sacrifices. And I talked about this the last time, when Karrion Kross said something about it, and you know and I still, even though Triple H refers to him as does acknowledge him as a WWE wrestler, I still see him as a celebrity, because he is, whether you like it or not, he's a celebrity. He is. He has a bad reputation, but that's another thing that happens, is that the fact that he can't take things seriously because of his reputation. He is a troll wrestler, and he's only there for the he's only there to pay off his legal fees, because he's still a little bit of he's still in trouble. He's still paying legal fees because of the crypto zoo, and then of course everybody knows about his behavior back in 2018 in Japan. So there's a lot of stuff on him, and and yeah, one can say that controversy does create cash, and but the reputation that he has, he's making the wrong kind of cash, and and I'm sorry, I just he has no respect for the business. He has no respect to the tradition, because he's saying that, oh, I should be in the Hall of Fame. No, he hasn't. He hasn't earned a spot in the Hall of Fame. The celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame, yes, he has. Um, you know, yeah, he has. Um, as a celebrity, but as a in ring competitor, no. I was pissed off when he won the United States Championship, and that was a money making mistake, and I'm glad they did right that wrong last year, and I was glad for that. And thank you for making my birthday wish come true. But as far as that, no more main event, no more main event picture, because he still has a lot to learn in the business. He hasn't, like I said, also he hasn't sacrificed more than those other guys, and he's taken their spot because he, you know, because he's Logan Paul and he thinks he can do whatever the hell he wants. Well, I'm sorry, but he still has a lot of growing up to do, and he's a child wrestler, so that's what it is. He's a child wrestler who steals gimmicks, and and also too, the whole thing. It's like, and one can argue too about the use of the brass knuckles, and the cheating and everything like that. And I get it. He's a heel. Heels do shit like that. But when it comes down to it, I'm getting really sick and tired of his entourage jumping the barricade and getting involved in the. I'm gonna prove it, because this time I'm gonna right the wrongs, because we need to right those wrongs, and we're gonna do it the right way. So okay. Um, let's get Logan Paul in there. So yeah. So yeah, I am the referee. We're gonna right those wrongs. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at my My referee status. There we go. There's me. That's right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that stud. Look at that guy. Got a little belly on him. You know, that's how I really am in real life. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's always nice that I can make myself, you know, I can make my, you know, any custom wrestler to make it look like me. So, yeah, that is really cool. Everything. So, yeah, if you're just tuning in, come on in, say hi. I had to do my little rant about, WrestleMania 42 for next year. So, yeah. Now we're just going to have a little fun. We just did a prediction match between John Cena and R-Truth. Now we're doing Logan Paul and Jey Uso. And yeah, we're going to skip this scene. Oops. Was a little off on that one. You know what? Hold on. I forgot how to... Let's see. There is a way to switch... Oh, okay. That's right. Decent. Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. we just got word that Logan Paul's pissed off. So even though he lost the match, he wants to fight me anyway. So he's mad at me. He's mad at me for screwing him because he complains that it was a fast count, and so now he wants to fight me. No DQ, unsanctioned match. Well, oh yeah. So yeah. Ref, get out of my way. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oops. That was my fault. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I think I can do it. Hell yeah. Come on. Oh! Oh. Come on, he's got to get busted open sooner or later. Well, that was my fault. Should have picked some more. I know I should have picked my own weapons. Come on. Uh-oh. I busted him open. Oh. That's it. Oh. That's it. I laid his ass out. Instant classic. That's right. That's right. So yeah. Um so yeah. Um so yeah, that's pretty much my feelings about WrestleMania 42 for next year. Um Wherever it is going to be, it's still going to be good, I hope, book it right, and that's all you got to do. And so yeah, um I'm actually going to call it a night here. So, but yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Uh, be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below about how you feel about WrestleMania 42 not being in New Orleans. I would like to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next, and be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you can do for us small streamers like myself, and that is acknowledging the subscribe button. Um, so yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on my YouTube channel tomorrow night for the for the Saturday night's main event. Um, review. So tune in for that because we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So check it out, and so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of good times with that. And so yeah, till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.